Welcome to Fenway Park as we get ready for the middle game tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, a magical night last night here at Fenway Park. Of course, this team got together in February when pitchers and catchers met in spring training. Had a special feeling then, and last night it all culminated with the Red Sox winning the American League East. Let's take a look back at last night's festivities.
Struck him out. Red Sox win from worst to first in 2013. The AL East belongs to the Boston Red Sox.
It's great, man. We went from last play last year to first play this year. That's something that you don't see happening too often. And but we did it. We did it. We have great ownership. Who worry about getting this team better for the fans. We have the great manager, the best manager in baseball, who keep us together, keep us tight. And it's keeping us tight all the way through it. And our relationship and our chemistry being awesome, you get no better.
This has been a fun bunch to be around every single day, as you all know. I couldn't be more proud of the way we played as a team throughout the year. This has truly been a collective effort, but no more important than that core group that returned from the last couple of years and all the struggles that they went through and the new players that have been brought in. This is, every day, we can't wait to get to the clubhouse. It's a great group, and this is just another step along the way.
We tried to focus all year on showing up whatever day it is and try to win the game. And, we're going to continue that all the way through. So, like I said, a special group of guys, and it's been a blast playing with them.
Well, the Red Sox still have work to do. We'll come back and explain as we return to Fenway Park right after this. The Red Sox. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, last night the Red Sox will wrap up the American League East, and with it, the Red Sox now can turn their attention to getting the best record in the majors, something they could obtain and certainly would give them a great benefit in the postseason because they would have home field advantage throughout. The Red Sox own a 2.5-game lead over the Oakland A's for the best record in the American League with 7 games remaining. Oakland has 8 games remaining this season, 2 with the Twins, 3 with the Angels, and they finish with Seattle, while the Tigers have 8 games remaining. So certainly something to play for the Red Sox. We welcome in Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley, and Eck, all eyes tonight will be on Clay Buchholz.
Well, the plan so far has went well with Buchholz. He's had 2 starts, pitched 11 innings, given up no earned runs. This is a guy that's got 11-0 season going on with about a 1.5. The plan for him, he's got 2 more starts. Ramp him up to maybe 100 pitches tonight, and then probably another 100 pitches in his final start. The key to all this, obviously, is his health. And then he'll find his way into one of the 3 playoff games once the postseason starts. But you got to keep him healthy.
This ballpark is still abuzz of what took place here last night with the Red Sox winning the AL East.
The guys that were here last year, we went through a lot, through injuries, through all kinds of different things. And, you know, we knew in spring training with the coaching staff that we had and the players we had come in that, you know, things were going to be different, you know. And I don't think we expected quite this, but, you know, we expected to go out there and compete and you know, win. We wanted to win the division. That was big, and we wanted to win, go to the World Series.
The off-season pickups were just extraordinary, from Carp and Gomes, and I can't say enough about Koji Uehara. Comes in and gets 5 outs in a tough 8th and 9th inning.
Spartan Run Race at Fenway Park, November the 16th. Toyota's official website for deals by Toyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's of Boston, Kia of New England, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome back to Fenway Park as the Red Sox get ready to take on the Toronto Blue Jays tonight in Game 2 of this 3-game series, the last regular season night game for the Red Sox of 2013 at home as the fans settle in for this game tonight, and the Red Sox look to make it 2 in a row over the Blue Jays, and again still looking for the best record in the American League, and that certainly is something for them to shoot for here at this stage of the season.
You know, last night you celebrate everybody's happy, but you got to get back to work tonight. You talk about Oakland playing Minnesota, they're winning again. Detroit's playing the White Sox. They both have a soft schedule here on out. That makes the Red Sox, what, 2.5 games up on Oakland. They're going to have to, out of the last 8 games here, they're going to have to win at least 6 of them if they wanted to carry this, because those guys might just go undefeated the rest of the way. And I think that's an important part of this whole scenario here, is to get home field with this, take advantage of Fenway Park and this ballpark, because it energizes the whole club, and it's an important thing, obviously, in the playoffs to have your crowd behind you.
And, of course, Oakland with a 6-0 advantage over the Minnesota Twins are in the 3rd inning of that ball game in Oakland. And the Red Sox take the field tonight at Fenway Park. As they do, let's check out the visiting Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Jose Reyes leads it off at shortstop with Minoru Kawasaki, the DH tonight. Brent Laurie is at third base, batting third with Adam Lind at first base in the cleanup spot. Moises Sierra is in left field. Rajay Davis in right field, batting sixth. Anthony Gose in center field, bats seventh, with J.P. Arancibia doing the catching. He bats eighth. And Ryan Goins is at second base. He bats ninth. Let's head down the pipe with FW Webb and take a look at the season numbers for Clay Buchholz, who appears in his 15th start of the year. He's 11-0 with a 1.51 earned run average, 95 in the third innings, 90 strikeouts, while opponents hitting at 190 against Buchholz. As in his 2 starts since returning from the disabled list, he is 2-0. He's not given up a run in 11 innings. 9 strikeouts and 5 walks, and opponents hitting at 147 against Clay Buchholz in what has been an amazing season, even with the time on the DL. Let's check out the Red Sox defensively behind him. It's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Xander Bogaerts, Stephen Drew, John McDonald, and Will Middlebrooks from third to first. Left to right on the outfielders, Johnny Gomes, Shane Victorino, and Daniel Nava. As David Ross does the catching tonight for Clay Buchholz. Red Sox 7th in the American League in fielding percentage. Umpiring crew, Manny Gonzalez has the play calling the balls and strikes, with Eric Cooper at first base, Tony Randazzo at second base, and Larry Vanover is the crew chief, and he is at third base. Tonight's game is available in Spanish by pushing the SAP button on your television remote. The SAP function is brought to you by Captain Morgan. Enjoy the game. Well, here are the conditions at Fenway Park tonight. 72 degrees as we get it started, with the breeze out to left at 17 miles per hour. And the forecast mostly cloudy in the area tonight. And Clay Buchholz on the mound tonight for the Red Sox, and the fans saluting the top team in the American League East as the Red Sox able to take care of business last night and clinch the AL East. And even more special doing it here at Fenway Park at home, and able to celebrate with the fans after the game last night. And they go back to work tonight against the Blue Jays. Jose Reyes standing in for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch of the ball game is in there for strike one, and we are underway.
You know, it feels good to have Buchholz back. His first 2 starts, you saw what he's done. You know, he hasn't been perfect, but how can you not give up no runs in 11 innings? But you expect him to just be even better than that, if there's such a thing.
Talking to him last night after the game as part of the celebration, he was talking about how fresh he feels and did not want to be on the DL as long as he was, away as long as he was. However, he feels like he's got a lot of bullets left that he would not normally have, getting ready for the postseason and the end of this year. And he feels good about that.
I'm sure he feels good, but you have to throw so many throws in a game to build it up, and you'd like to get to 100 pitches. He only had 90 last time out, and he's only got 1 more start to ramp it up to have that arm strength that you need. You may feel great and everything, but you know, you don't want to go through that spring training thing, that little dead arm thing that they usually do at the start of the year. But I don't think that's going to happen. But this kid has had an incredible year, and I know he's missed 3 months, but there's nothing like it. You look at the numbers that he's put up this year. Only given up a couple home runs in 100 innings, and it goes on and on and on. And we watch him maneuver this baseball in and out, up and down.
Did he go? They will check it. No, he did not, says Larry Vanover, third base umpire. And it hangs here at 2-2 to Jose Reyes.
He's got so many weapons. You see the ball just sink down and away there. He cuts the ball. Sometimes he never gets around to his curveball till the 3rd inning.
Listen down, full count. And 17 career appearances for Buchholz against the Blue Jays. A 2.41 earned run average. 16 games started for him. 2nd lowest ERA against any American League team. And there's a swing and a miss. Strikes out Jose Reyes to begin his evening.
How about a disappearing fastball, 3-2? For a second there, I thought it was a changeup, but it had so much motion on it. And Reyes swings over the top. 3-2 fastball. Look at this ball sink.
His career numbers against the Blue Jays in the 16 starts, got 9 wins. A nifty 2.41 earned run average. There is Kawasaki, who takes strike one over the outside corner. Minoru Kawasaki, the DH tonight. We've seen him play at second base and at shortstop for the Blue Jays, and tonight out of the DH spot. It's a pop-up to short right. John McDonald is there to make the catch. 2 down. You know, Dustin Pedroia has the night off. He played in every game but one so far this season for the Red Sox, and still tried to battle his way into the lineup again tonight. But John Farrell finally got him to take a night off.
Oh, he has to. I mean, he only had one night off before this, and it's just weird to see another second baseman in the game. We've seen him for so many years now, and once again had a great year for the Red Sox up to this point. I think he's one of the most important guys, because he sets the tone for the whole club. You talk about a club that grinds it out. I mean, he totally represents on an everyday basis a player that's grinding it out. Used to be him and Euclid. Now he's by himself.
It was interesting last night as part of the post-game comments too, the comments by John Farrell. So many people making a big deal about the new guys that have joined the Red Sox. The core of the old guys and guys like Dustin Pedroia, holdovers to this season, also tremendous years for Boston.
Totally. I mean, that's exactly how they started to figure out where they're going to go from here. And you had Ortiz, and you had Pedroia, and you had Ellsbury. That's not a bad core three.
Laurie strikes out as a tough at bat against Buchholz. It looks good in the first inning. The Red Sox coming up from Fenway. Fenway Park, a little different looking lineup for the Red Sox tonight. Stephen Drew leads it off for Boston tonight, and he takes strike one. Mark Burley on the hill, as his number is brought to you by Nissan. His 32nd start. He's 11-9 on the year. As he deals with a strike over the outside corner.
Pretty much does the same thing every year. We'll give you 200 innings. And he's been doing that. This will be his 13th year to pitch 200 innings. Early on, he was getting knocked around. I didn't think he was going to have this kind of a year, but for a club like Toronto, that's a decent year.
This is into center field, a base hit for Stephen Drew. Drew got down in the count 0-2, and that got a lot of the plate for an 0-2 pitch. Let's check out the Red Sox starting nine, brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Stephen Drew just led it off with his base hit to center field. Shane Victorino is in center field with David Ortiz, the DH. Johnny Gomes in the cleanup spot tonight in left field. Daniel Nava in right field. Will Middlebrooks at first base, bat 6 with Xander Bogaerts at third base. David Ross does the catching, and John McDonald at second base, bats 9th. The Elks are here tonight at Fenway Park, and the Red Sox and Blue Jays playing game 2 of the series. A bunt hit here by Victorino. Laurie fires to first and gets Victorino as Stephen Drew takes second base. Let's check out the Blue Jays defensively. It's brought to you by Jaguar. Third to first, Brett Laurie just made the play. Jose Reyes, Ryan Goins, and Adam Lynn. Left to right across the outfield. Moises Sierra, Anthony Gose, and Rajay Davis. Jake Arencibia does the catching for Mark Burley. He credited Shane Victorino with a sacrifice on that play. And a runner at second base with one out now for David Ortiz. And he had 308 with 28 home runs and 97 runs batted in for Big Papi. As he nears the 100 RBI plateau once again.
I'll tell you what, Burley, he just gets it and throws it, and you're not going to see a whole lot of fastballs, but he mixes it up. He's got everything: cutter, changeup, curveball, slider. Just not a lot of velocity.
One-0, trying to place it on that outside corner, misses down and away.
Ortiz had some success off of him. 3 home runs in his career. Faced him 70 times.
Wow. There's Burley, a longtime member of the Chicago White Sox, and David Ortiz with the Twins before coming to Boston, but they've had a chance to face each other a lot. 2-0 pitch is a strike, that time on the corner, and that appeared to be away.
Well, he's around the plate a lot. He probably gets a lot of calls like that.
427 starts for him in his career. Ortiz fouls it back, and the count evens at 2-2.
You know, I get on Mark Burley every time I see him pitch. I'm kind of hard, you know, because he doesn't have the velocity. But you look at the numbers. This guy, 34 years old, almost a couple of 100 wins, throwing a perfect game, a no-no. I told you about the inning streak, over 200 innings all those years. Goes to show you, man, you don't have to have velocity. You know, you could trick somebody.
2-2 pitches in the air to center field, sending Ghost back. He will have room as he makes the catch. Tagging at second base is Drew, heading to third, and he'll get there without a problem. With now 2 outs in the inning. We'll get set for every Red Sox game on NESN with Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. NESN's pregame coverage of the Sox begins an hour before every game. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union, banking the DCU way. The Red Sox to the base runner at third and 2 down. There's Johnny Gomes about to stand in here for the Sox. You know, one thing Mark Burley has not had success with this year is the American League East. He is 10-2 against non-AL East teams this season. Against the AL East, he is 1-7 with a 5.24 earned run average. So I always kind of wonder about pitchers who come to the AL East. How are they going to fare? So far, not so good for Mark Burley. Swing and a miss. Soft balance cut there for Gomes.
Well, you think about it, everybody grinds at bats in the East. All the teams that you think about, maybe not Baltimore, but they make him throw strikes. He's looking to get 1 pitch outs.
Jumps ahead here, 1-2. A changeup from Mark Burley. Swinging a foul tip for strike 3. Burley gets out of the first inning without allowing a run. Done with 1, no score from Fenway.
Last night, the Red Sox won the AL East title for the first time since 2007. As we take a look at our Geico quote of the day, and it comes from Johnny Gomes, who summed up last night's victory in his own special way. He said, "Get on the bandwagon. There is plenty of room. We ain't done." Well done. Let's hope they're not done yet.
Well, lots of baseball left for this edition of the Red Sox, as Johnny Gomes last night with the Army helmet on.
It says it all. That pitcher right there. He likes to have a good time. And I think he's a punter, because last night all he wanted to do was punt beer cans all night long.
He likes to punt footballs. He punts anything. He punted his helmet earlier this year, a walk-off win. He likes to punt. So Adam Lind leads it off here for the Blue Jays in the second inning. After a 1-2-3 first for Clay Buchholz, and so far so good for Clay as he misses up and away for ball one.
You couldn't have a better inning, the first inning, and going to get back to the punting.
Yes, this is where the punting began. This is just the beginning.
You know he can punt. That's good form right there.
Ended up in the grandstand area. There's a strike for Buchholz, and it's 1-1.
Boy, you watch Buchholz pitch, and everything is moving this way, that way, slicing up the corners. Couldn't have had a better inning, first inning. Impressive.
Now you sort of expect, at least in the first couple of outings, that there would be some rust just because of the long layoff, but it seems he has pretty good control of his secondary pitches.
Yeah, he's putting it where he wants to, outside, inside. Last time was concerning with the Yankees. Remember, he walked 4 guys, hit the catcher, I think, but it was like he was way off the mark. But he found his way to making a pitch when he had to. But this is who we're looking for. Look at the movement on that fastball. It says fastball, but that's a two-seamer, because that ball is sinking down and away. Perfect spot.
The numbers in the win against the Yankees. Shift is on, and it's picked by McDonald. What a play. Fires to first. That is what John McDonald is known for right there.
What a pick. He kind of turned his head away. I would turn my head away too. This was a bullet by Lind. But you see where he's playing in shallow right field. One hopper. He turns his head, picks it clean. Nicely done. Look at that pick.
Unbelievable.
And he's always done that. That's his bread and butter, that glove.
You know, one down here in the second inning. Moises Sierra to bat here. His .313 average coming in with a home run. 11 runs batted in. It's the start in left field tonight for the Blue Jays as he takes strike one. Shane Victorino over towards right center for Sierra to go the other way. Ground ball to shortstop. Stephen Drew into field. Throws to first for out number 2. Well, tonight's Twisted But True Fact looks at the accomplishment that was overshadowed a bit in the excitement of last night's division clinching win for the Red Sox. With his 15th win of the season last night, John Lester became just the 3rd left-handed pitcher in team history to win 100 games, joining Mel Parnell, who had 123, and Lefty Grove with 105. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. And a nice outing last night for John Lester.
He's as good as he's ever been. Since the All-Star break, that's as good as I've seen him pitch. He was grinding it out last night. Toronto gave him a run for his money, but he came up with a big pitch all the time when he had to. Get that cutter down and in with some depth.
Rajai Davis taking the first pitch or second pitch for ball 2, 2-0. And last night's numbers for John Lester, 123 pitches. Just the 1 run allowed by Lester. This one fouled off. 2-1. Rajai Davis at 263, 6 homers and 23 runs batted in. And a pop-up foul off to the right, out of play.
I'll tell you what, we've seen some good starting pitching the last couple of nights. Talk about Lackey's performance against Baltimore. He had a no-no going into the 7th. Gave up 1 run, but 2 hits. Had a great game, and then you saw Lester's game, and then Buchholz tonight. This is your big 3. It looks good.
Number back towards the mound as Buchholz fires to first base for the out that ends the inning. He's retired the first 6 he's faced tonight. Inning and a half done. No score from the Fens. Daniel Nava leads it off here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Scoreless game tonight from Fenway as Mark Burley back on the hill here for the Blue Jays. Red Sox had a base runner at 3rd, but could not score in the 1st inning as Johnny Gomes struck out to end the inning. Nava hitting at 300, 11 home runs and 63 runs batted in. Reaches out and pokes it foul, down 1-2. Nava's had a good season series against Toronto. 15 games, hitting at 333 against the Jays. It's a fly ball to right field. Rajai Davis back a step or 2 for the first out of the inning. Well, tomorrow marks the final home game of the 2013 regular season, so don't miss out on the action here at Fenway Park. Tickets are still available for you to see the AL East champs before the playoffs. Get your tickets now by calling 877-RED SOX 9, online redsox.com/tickets, or visit the Fenway Park ticket office. One out in the 2nd inning as Will Middlebrooks getting a start at first base tonight for Boston. Inning at 236, 15 homers and 42 runs batted in.
Well, you have no time to think with Burley.
No.
None. And he's got that good changeup working tonight.
To left field. Sierra is there with room in left to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So Middlebrooks retired. 3 balls in the air so far off the bat of Red Sox hitters against Mark Burley. 2 down in the second inning, and Xander Bogaerts coming up. Bogaerts getting the start at third base tonight for the Red Sox. 286 with a home run and 5 runs batted in. A lot of talk about how much time some players should get off now that you have clinched the division, but as we talked about before the game, it seems like it is very important for them to get the best record, first of all. And second of all, you have the 4+ days at the end of the season before you play your first playoff game, and that's an eternity for a baseball player.
And that's why it worked out so good. Everything is so lined up, you know. Everything is just going their way because they don't have to, you know, take a guy out here and there. Tonight we're seeing it, you know, with Pedroia, but going forward, everybody's going to get days off without having to get him out of the lineup.
2-1 on the ground as Reyes to his left fires to first for the out that ends the inning. 1-2-3 second. We played 2 without a score from Fenway. It'll be Ghost, Arancibia, and Goins. But tomorrow, joining us will be Jeremy Kapstein for part of the game tomorrow, senior advisor to baseball projects, and sitting in behind home plate where he is every night here at Fenway Park. He'll be joining us for a couple innings tomorrow.
I think everybody knows him, right? Yes. I mean, they always say something about who's sitting behind the plate, whether it's him or giant glass guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Dennis Drinkwater. And I know all this because you can't help it. They sit right there.
So we'll have the chance to talk with Jeremy Kapstein tomorrow in the finale of the Red Sox homestand here in the regular season.
He's been in baseball a long time.
41 years. As a pitch will miss to Anthony Ghost, who leads it off here in the third inning. Goes in center field tonight. Kobe Rasmus placed on the DL for the remainder of the year. He's out for the year. Contusion to his left eye, as it turned out, on the throw.
Talk about buzzard luck. I mean,
wow.
What a freak accident that was.
Taking his position in center field in the bottom of the first inning, and a throw hits him in the head. And then for strike 2, 2-2. Lots of movement tonight for Clay Buchholz.
He's a hard time throwing it straight. A 2-1 backdoor cutter that Gonzalez gives him.
To right field. Nava back a few steps, will make the catch for the first out of the inning. Let's send it down to Jenny.
Well, Don, for the next few nights, our AT&T text polls are really going to revolve around this team. And tonight, we're going to start with pitching. They've been incredible all season long, the entire staff. But for our AT&T text poll question tonight, we're asking, of these pitchers, who have you been the most surprised with this year? So text your vote to 536-536. Select A for Clay Buchholz, B for John Lackey, C for Lester, and D for Uehara. So message and data rates may apply. We're going to follow this through tonight's game, through our post-game show, and we'll reveal the best and final answers later in NESN Sports Today. Don.
Diving play, it's short for Drew. Gets up and fires to first for the out. And Stephen Drew with a good diving play and throws out J.P. Arancibia. Red Sox showing some very good defense tonight so far.
Stephen Drew doing this nightly, some of these plays. You see, watch him go into the dive, and the ball comes up the last hop. Look at this, full extension. Ball comes up nicely to him, gets up, throws him out. Arancibia easily. Another big league play by Drew.
2 down here in the third inning. First John McDonald earlier, now Stephen Drew. And the Red Sox playing some good defense tonight. Here's Ryan Goins, second baseman. We got our first look at him last night in the first game of the series. Strike over the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Four ground ball outs so far for Clay Buchholz to the first 8 batters he's faced in the game. And a swing and a miss. Jumps ahead of Goins, 1-2.
See a little cutter he takes something off of. 86-mile-an-hour cutter. Gets him out front. Watching Lester last night, I couldn't even think with Lester. The same goes for Buchholz. He has so many weapons, you don't know what he's going to do.
You'll start following NESN on Twitter for the latest breaking news and programming alerts. It's all available on your computer and mobile device. Follow us on twitter.com/NESN. 2-2 pitch to Goins. And a ground ball down the first baseline. A fair ball taken by Middlebrooks to the bag for the out. That ends the inning. 2.5 done, no score.
And I think that's what makes our team really good. Is we already have the athletic ability to do it, but everybody's on the same side and we have the same goal.
Well, quite a celebration here last night at Fenway Park. A lot of fun had by all, and that includes Clay Buchholz, who knew he had to pitch tonight, and so far so good. And for both starters tonight, Mark Burley off to a good start through the first 2 innings. It is David Ross, John McDonald, and Stephen Drew to bat here for Boston in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This wild card situation is heating up, Beck, as the Cleveland Indians have moved ahead of the Texas Rangers. If the season were to end today, it would be Tampa Bay and Cleveland as your wild card teams. The Tribe coming out of nowhere here at the end.
Oh, yeah. And then you see Texas, they just fallen off. And then they're playing Kansas City, so they're going back and forth. Cleveland, I told you, walk into Houston, sweep Houston. They go from there. I think they play the White Sox and the Twins the rest of the way. So Cleveland's the team to beat in that wild card race.
Well, of course, if the Red Sox end up with the best record, they would take on the wild card winner. Will it be Cleveland or Tampa Bay? But there's a lot of baseball left to decide who the wild card teams are going to be. And swing and a miss for David Ross, who strikes out. Second strikeout for Mark Burley.
Mark Burley, he's got it going on tonight. The changeup going the other way, and then this cutter coming back over the middle of the plate. Ball going every which way.
And the Amica pitch on NESN is brought to you by Amica. Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. And John McDonald so far 0 for 10 since joining the Red Sox. And a terrific defensive play earlier in this game.
Burley used to have Brzezinski. They used to catch him with the White Sox days. He never shook him off. I mean, you can imagine why he goes so fast. He never shakes.
Two-0 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Well, he gets in that rhythm, getting and throwing it. He can paint.
Strike on the outside corner. He's getting that corner call.
And that's what you're going to get when you're nailing it all the time.
And McDonald strikes out. It's a 3rd K for Burley. 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
I mean, this is schooling everybody. You talk about that changeup going down and away, the cutter coming this way. This is as good as I've seen Burley in 3 innings.
And 7 in a row retired by Burley now. 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Stephen Drew, the batter, single to center field in the 1st inning. Framed that time by Aaron Sebia, but it misses, and Burley falls behind 2-0.
Burley had it going on, all those right-handed hitters in a row, and all of a sudden a left-hander gets up there and is like, what's this? And he's sort of lost it all of a sudden.
Yeah, how big a deal is that? I mean, normally when all of a sudden you face all the righties and all of a sudden you see a lefty.
Well, for me, they used to put all left-handers against me because I could get out right-handers much better than left-handers.
This is driven well out to deep center field. On the run is Ghost. He will get there. Wow.
Snow
almost came out of the glove on him, but he's back there to make the grab that ends the 3rd as we head to the 4th without a score.
check out preseason hockey as the defending Eastern Conference champion Bruins play host to Alex Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals. Coverage begins with Bruins face-off live at 6:30 p.m. only right here on NESN. Let's see, fourth inning back at Fenway Park, and Jose Reyes lines one into right field for a base hit. After Clay Buchholz had retired the first 9 batters of the game, Reyes lead-off single here in the fourth inning. We had the chance to catch up with the Red Sox manager John Farrell in between innings, and I asked John about last night's celebration, and good to have it out of the way.
Yeah, it really does, Don, and to think that we did it in front of our home fans. This has been so comfortable for our guys, and the energy that's created in here and the way guys thrive on it. This is a special place to play.
You know, watching Lester last night, the way he did it, so emotional. Didn't it say everything about that game and what it meant?
Yeah, it really did, Eck. And there was a couple instances in there where he got a big strikeout to end an inning, and you see the emotion which he came off the mound with, and our guys in the dugout are all eyes on him watching that. And there's been so many instances of when the energy that certain guys will create, the guys feed off it, and that certainly was one last night.
Lastly, your thoughts on Clay so far tonight?
You know what? We're seeing a little bit increase in arm strength and better command than his last time out against the Yankees. And, you know, the one pitch right now, he's trying to go to finish off some of those left-handers with that front door sinker, and it's coming back the middle of the plate. But overall, he looks much more sharp tonight than he did 6 days ago.
Well, thanks to the manager, John Farrell, for joining us in between innings. And talked about it many times, but he has done a spectacular job here.
You know what's spectacular to me is how he knows what's going on out that mound and why the guy hit a line drive off of Buchholz. Because his two-seamer crept out over the middle of the plate. We could see it up here. I can't see that if I'm sitting in the dugout. When I used to be in the dugout, I couldn't see anything. I always kept saying, what was that? What was that?
And you had to chart pitches on occasion, didn't you?
You didn't want me to chart. But the managers know everything. They go back right to the sequence of what happened. Boom, 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 boom. They do not skip a beat. You talk about grinding. That is a grinding job. You know, if you're a pitcher, you get to camp out. You don't have to concentrate all the time, right?
Especially 4 days.
Oh, starting pitching is a beautiful thing.
Camp out. I mean, you might as well take a vacation.
Oh, we don't want to get into the vacations with starting pitchers. That's not a good subject around these parts.
Reyes takes off in a foul ball off the top of the Blue Jays dugout. As Reyes was off, Kawasaki batting here. He popped out to McDonald at second base in the first inning.
Reyes used to be, you know, what the best stolen base guy in the National League for a long time. Forget about this guy. Like, where'd he go? He's been up in Toronto. Get lost up there. I know he was hurt.
For the first and back to the bag is Reyes.
You know Buchholz is going to keep him close. That Tampa game, he had 2 runners thrown out. Tampa was pushing it, the envelope, weren't they, all the time?
Yes. Another check, and it was a little closer that time. That was a good move from Buchholz.
Kind of strange seeing Middlebrooks there, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He's got to feel strange, too. He felt strange at second base earlier this year, too. I mean, they're looking forward to the playoffs in case he has to play first base.
Kawasaki showing bunt, pulling back. And this afternoon, Brian Butterfield spending a lot of time with Will Middlebrooks going over first base. He's taken several ground balls there over the course of the season, but getting more tutelage from Brian Butterfield, a terrific coach.
Is he ever? I watch him all the time now. 3 hours before the game, I'm watching. Where is he?
He is always somewhere coaching somebody. Nobody works harder than Brian Butterfield. As Kawasaki swings and misses, 2-2. Maine native.
Boy, he loves the game. Just loves it. He's followed Farrell.
Yes.
He's followed him around. He knows when he's got a good coach.
Taken off is Reyes. The pitch misses for a ball, and the throw is in time. Reyes thrown out by David Ross.
Boy, the quick delivery by David Ross. Not a bad jump by Reyes. He didn't have that big lead, and The pitch was behind him. He had to reach back to get it, but he throws a dart to second base right on the money and gets Reyes with a headlong dive. I thought he was going to steal that bag easy, but Ross came up with a great throw.
Some bases empty now, one down, and Kawasaki with a full count as he lines one to second, and it's caught by McDonald. That ball appeared to be rising, almost fooled him, but he makes the catch, 2 down. Message coverage of Red Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. Whether you're at home or away, Eastern Bank puts you first with mobile banking. Pay bills, check balances, transfer money, even deposit checks. All from your phone. Eastern Bank, here you're first. 2 down in the top half of the 4th inning. Brett Lawrie, the batter. He struck out swinging in the 1st inning and takes a pitch in tight for ball 1. Swinging a foul tip. 1-1.
Seen a lot of fastballs from Buchholz tonight. Just like we saw from Lackey the other night. He threw a ton of fastballs. He had that little late movement on it. Strike machine.
And you start thinking about series now, especially a short series, which you'll have first. You have to feel very good about the way the Red Sox are designed in a short series, especially.
Oh, absolutely. You got these 3 guys. I don't know who's going to go what. Probably Lester first. Question is whether it's going to be Lackey or Buchholz, but you can't lose on either one of them. And then you come back with Peavy, and then Lester could pitch game 5 if it goes that far. But you'd like to know who you're going to match up with right away. Do you want to go straight to Detroit and face Detroit right away? I don't think so. And you can't. All of a sudden Oakland never seems to be in the conversation, does it?
And I don't know why that is.
I know. It's just I forget all about Oakland, but look what they've done over there the last 2 years. I mean, this continued.
And they're doing it again today.
They're playing a bunch of lambs at the end of the season, which is going to be tough. Make it tough on the Red Sox that they just can't just go play 500 the rest of the way. They've got to win. Well, how many games we got left? 6, 7? 7 counting tonight.
There's a chopper left side. It is Bogarts who handles it. Sidearm toss is late, and Lowry beats it out. Down the line, able to get down that line quickly, and he is on with 2 outs.
Boy, you got to get rid of that ball. Lowry hustling all the time. Gets out of the box. It's just a ground ball to third in the hole. You see a nice hop come up. Takes just a little bit too much time to throw it. I mean, he's safe easy at first base. You got to get rid of this ball.
Back to Oakland for a second. I know you watch a lot of Oakland A's games. How much of it, their 91 wins, is a product of being in the American League West and the fact that they play Houston as much as they did the Seattles and for the most part the Angels this year?
Well, think about it. I think they were, I'm not sure, 15-4 against Houston. I mean, that's 11 over 500 right there.
Taking advantage of a good situation.
I mean, really. There's no lambs like that in our division.
Right.
Toronto being what, the worst, and they're a decent team, the Blue Jays.
So it'll be interesting. And as far as your question about Detroit, perhaps you would rather have a 7-game series against the Tigers and have more time against Detroit rather than less.
The thing is that 5-game series, I've never liked 5-game series either.
Too quick?
I want to play everybody 7 games to say that's the better team.
Right.
Because somebody can get lucky. Just sneak a game from you in a 5-game series and it'll crush you. You can't make a mistake. And it shows your depth, and I think that's what the Red Sox have. Now, Detroit will say the same thing. I mean, they've got 4 good starters. I mean, Verlander's not the same guy this year, but who cares? I mean, the question is, I wonder who's going to be their #1 starter.
Scherzer or Verlander.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But Anibal Sanchez is as good as anybody, too.
2 down, Lawrie at first base. Adam Lynn grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Red Sox in a shift against him as Buchholz misses away.
Then you discount Oakland's starting rotation. I mean, Cologne, how about the year Cologne has had? I mean, he's their ace. Pitched again last night. And you got to admit, he's going to be #1 for them.
Bartolo Colon with a 2.64 earned run average, only behind Anibal Sanchez, who we were talking about with the Tigers in the ERA race in the American League. Missing away again.
This is the toughest out in the lineup. Adam Lynn hit 6 home runs over the last 12 games. We saw that pinch hit home run he hit off of Tazawa last night.
This one fouled off to the left, full count. Advil is the official pain reliever of the Boston Red Sox and proud supporter of Volunteers. Go to Advil.com to find out about the Advil Relief in Action campaign. 2 down in the 4th inning. Brett Lawrie at first base. Beat out an infield hit. It's held on by Middlebrooks at first base. There goes Lawrie, and it's a fly ball to center. Victorino going back, and he can't get it. Over his head and around from first base comes Lawrie. Throw to the plate is going to be not in time, and the Blue Jays take a 1-0 lead. And all this coming with 2 outs in the inning, and the Jays strike first.
This ball is scorched by Lind. Absolutely scorched. And Victorino doesn't know how to run this thing down. He doesn't know how hard this ball is hit. You see this ball hit on line, a little cutter middle, and he smokes it, and he turns around to run. He doesn't know how quick that ball got to him. He gets to it on 1 hop, and the relay 1 hops Drew. He has no shot at the plate, but this is a bullet over his head. He hasn't got enough time to reach up and get it. You think everything is going to be caught when Victorino's got a beat on it, but that ball was sizzled.
And Sierra with a swing and a miss for strike 1. And the first earned run that Clay Buchholz has allowed since his return. Could have been out of the inning if Bogaerts had thrown out Lawrie at first base.
You're right. You're right. I mean, it's the kid that plays shortstop. He thinks, you know, his timing's a little off. He just didn't get it out of his glove either. It wasn't like he was trying to take his time. He didn't get it out. Kind of double pumped, a little half double pump.
And Sierra takes the strike, and it's 1-2. This was with 2 outs. Brett Lawrie grounding down to third base.
This looks like a routine thing, but see him, he patted his glove a couple of times, one too many times.
So Lawrie with save scores all the way from first base on the double to center field by Adam Lynn. And the Blue Jays on top 1-0.
You know, we think this Buchholz is going to take the mound, give me 100 pitches, everything's just going to be perfect. But you know, he's working his way back. Now, this is not a perfect science here where you pitch 70 pitches, 90 pitches, and you're just going to feel dynamite. There's a little struggle. He hasn't been all that crisp.
One fouled off to the right, out of play. Fastball at 93 miles an hour. This will be the 25th pitch of this inning for Clay Buchholz.
He always saves that hook for a good time. Like in his back pocket. Just anytime he'll just break it out. There it is.
And it could have been strike 3, but instead a full count now.
And you throw a strike right there, you're out. Nobody's expecting this. A little up.
Ross left it there for a split second for Manny Gonzalez. Home plate umpire to get a good look. And Sierra hits a ground ball by the dive of Drew. Lind will be stopped at third as Gomes gets it back in quickly. And now the Blue Jays have runners at first and third. That's 3 straight base hits in the inning for the Blue Jays.
Back-to-back curveballs to Sierra. First one a little hanger. This one a little better. Didn't have that tight bite to it. Kind of rolled middle. Hits this ball at the right placement more than anything else. But he hits it on a line. Once again, you cannot score from second base on a base hit to left field in Fenway Park.
So they're at the corners here for the Blue Jays. 2 down, and it brings up Rajay Davis. In his 0 for 1, grounded back to the mound his first time up. Up, foul ground. David Ross coming back, but he will not have a play as it lands on the screen. I want to remind you to catch all the action of the 2013 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox, TBS, and MLB Network starting on October the 1st.
It's the first time he's been out there for a long extended inning. 28 pitches, something he hasn't done in 3 months.
Davis with a swing and a miss. And a good pitch down and away.
Well, that changeup went the other way. It looked like a cutter, but it was a changeup that went like a cutter. Watch it go the other way.
Davis sends it out towards left center field, falling fast, and that's going to fall in for a hit. Lind will score, and the Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead. Rajay Davis sends it out to left center field, and Toronto has scored 2 runs with 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning.
And that's what happens with a 2-out blooper. Everybody's running. You don't have to hit it hard to do damage.
Juan Nieves, the pitcher coach, out to talk to Clay, is seemed really shortened up on that swing.
End of the bat, full swing. You knew this was trouble right away. Drew turns his back. You see it dunk in right there. Sierra goes to third base because he's running with 2 outs.
Well, tomorrow's all-new Ultimate Red Sox show presented by AAA. Jenny Dell recaps the fun had at the David Ortiz Charity Fund Gala. Also, Peter Gammons chats with both Craig Breslow and Will Middlebrooks. Catch all that and more on the Ultimate Red Sox show tomorrow at noon. First and third with 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning. Anthony Gose, the battery, flied out to the right fielder Daniel Nava in the 3rd inning. Throw to first, and this one gets away. From third comes Sierra. He will score. And to second base goes Davis. Buchholz fires to first a lot of times with guys standing on the bag. And this time he throws it away and is charged with the error and puts the Blue Jays on top 3-0.
Boy, we've seen this a lot from Buchholz. You know, like you said, he'll throw over there and the guy's not even off the base. He's done this earlier since he came back once already. He's concerned about Davis because he can run, but that's a 1-hopper to Middlebrooks. You can't blame him on that.
This is line foul. Red Sox have action in their pen instantly here. Drake Burton is up.
This isn't the greatest of times to have your pitcher go out there and throw 40 pitches, and he hasn't been out there in a long time.
There's a fly ball out to right center field. Victorino coming from center will put an end to this top of the 4th inning, but the Blue Jays scored 3 times off Clay Buchholz. Three-0 advantage. Shane Victorino leads it off for Boston here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Shane had a sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning. Got Drew to second. Drew would get as far as 3rd and then was left there as the Red Sox could not score. And now Burley has gone on to retire 9 Red Sox in a row as he starts this 4th inning. At a lengthy wait as his team put together 3 runs for him, and now Victorino's down 1-2.
And it's been easy for Burley. Not saying anything about a soft tosser. This guy's pitching.
1-2 is foul, and it hangs at 1-2. Comes in at 11-9 on the year with a 4.17 earned run average. His 32nd start of the year for Toronto. This guy will log a lot of innings. Put you in the dirt on the count 2-2. Pitched Major League Baseball's 18th perfect game back in 2009 against Tampa Bay. I'm talking about what Koji Uehara has been able to accomplish for the Red Sox. He set a major league record by retiring 45 consecutive batters.
That's amazing to me. You think somebody would just look dominant to do something like that? He just looks so hittable.
This is on the ground and through into left field, a base hit. Shane Victorino collects the Red Sox 2nd hit of the night. NESN's coverage of Red Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. You always put others first. Wouldn't it be nice if your bank did the same thing? With products that make life easier and a commitment to helping those in need. Here, you're first. Eastern Bank. Lead runner on for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Shane Victorino, the base hit to left, and it brings up David Ortiz. David flied out to center field in the 1st inning, 0 for 1. As he takes strike 1.
He just pretty much stays out of the middle of the plate and just tries to hit the corners.
Trying to hit the outside corner, and this one's fouled off.
Ball doesn't have a lot on it, but it's outer part of the plate.
And last pitch registering at 86 miles an hour. And of course clanked off his catcher J.P. Arancibia on the foul tip. Lead at first for Victorino. Outside, Victorino started and stopped as Arancibia collected the baseball pretty quickly.
Arancibia had a tough time blocking some balls last night. Crucial balls. Scored a run on him. It was a wild pitch, but it should have been blocked. Burley, he can field his position too. He's won the Golden Glove several times.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Ortiz. And is the 4th strikeout for Mark Burley. And it's that fastball at 86 miles an hour. This one gets Ortiz for the first out of the inning.
He slips this 86 by him. I can't drop a cheese bomb on him. That's 86.
Salad, right? That's salad, isn't it?
We don't want to do that. I'm trying to stay away from that. I haven't said it all night.
You did. Salad once.
I didn't say it. You did. Right?
Today I found something out that I did not know.
What's that?
I did not know that you have an app.
Oh, I've had one for a long time.
I had no idea. I would have gotten the app had I known that. It would have helped me, like, I don't know, a month ago when we started working together. I could have figured out some of the stuff you were talking about.
It's kind of a tired app, because when you say these words that you use,
right,
it doesn't seem the same. You have to say it spontaneously. You can't just say it and this is what it means. It's just
so not all of them have the same definition as what you're saying.
No, but I'm trying to explain the definition, and
of each one
of all of them.
Okay.
And it just doesn't sound right. I mean, you know what I mean? It just take it for what it's worth. I don't want to have to explain it, but you have to, or people don't even know what you're talking about.
But this app exists.
Yeah.
And it's a free app.
Yes, it's free.
It's free.
So check it out.
And my understanding is, too, that if you'd like to see what you would look like with X-Moss and his mustache,
there you go.
This is what I would look like if I would go to get the X app. That's fantastic.
I don't know about that moss, though. That's not good at all.
I disagree.
You like that stash?
I like it. I don't like the stash so much, but the hair I like.
Makes your teeth look funny.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
The 1-2 pitch is fouled off to the right, out of play. But again, I wish I had this app like a month or so ago. It would have helped out. Because I think I know most of them. Every now and again you'll drop one on me. Last night you dropped one on me.
What did I say?
I don't think I can say it again.
Okay.
It was. I think it was in Spanish.
Yeah, it might have been a Spanish piece. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget.
The 1-2 pitch is going to be strike 3. Gomes doesn't like it, takes with him his second strikeout against Burley tonight. That's 5 Ks now for Burley.
That's another fastball on the corner taken. It's incredible. Look at this. 86-mile-an-hour fastball right there. Sit down. This guy can pitch. Salad or no salad.
Amica Insurance is the proud sponsor of the Amica Pitch Zone. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Shane Victorino at first base, held on by Lind as Nava takes strike 1. One pitch down and in, and it's a ball and a strike as Arancibia sliding to his left. This is down the right field line and towards Canvas Alley. Foul.
You ever seen something like that, though? He never shakes. Burley
just goes.
I've never seen anything like it. Really. And it gives you conviction. You never doubt it. You just say, tell me what to do, and it's done.
So
it takes the brain out of there.
Right. Don't think,
Don't
just throw.
Just throw it. Right? It makes sense.
Here's what I'm going to throw. Tell me what I'm going to throw. Come on, JP. No, he's going to throw to first. Yeah, he's going to throw to first.
Let's do that first.
Yeah. And back is Victorino.
I mean, I get it, but you don't see it.
It's very rare.
Very rare. I mean, I love my catcher and everything, but he can't be right every time, can he? See? Change up. Got a good one, too.
And it's on the ground to short. And the Rays will go to second for the force out. That ends the inning. Played 4 from Fenway. It's 3-0 Toronto.
What's the occasion?
I don't know.
Red Sox won the division. A little late to the party.
Well, we head to the 5th inning back at Fenway. 3-0. Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox. J.P. Arancibia, Ryan Goins, and Jose Reyes to bat in the 5th inning. Got a ton of tweets from people wanting to know what the app is. What is the name of the app? They're trying to find it.
I think it's the Eck app.
Eck app.
That's it.
That's it. Eck app. Check it out.
It's kind of tired.
It'll help you figure out what Dennis Eckersley is saying.
You only got one more day to figure it out.
Yes.
Better hurry up.
The 1-0 is going to miss. 2-0.
Boy, he needs a quick inning badly, Buck.
A long innings last inning. And up to 70 pitches. Working to the first batter here, the 5th inning. And there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
He hasn't extended himself like this since he's come back. Big long inning like that. Not such a bad thing. Might as well go through it here.
On the ground is short. Stephen Drew collects it and throws out Arancibia for the first out of the 5th inning. It's time for a Fenway fan story and Jenny Dell.
Well, Don, we got a great one here tonight. I'm lucky enough to be with Rich and Jan Shea here, who met on a blind date 50 years ago today here at Fenway Park. So, Rich, can you tell us your love story?
Oh, shucks. Well, my roommate and I, B.J. Costello, hitchhiked down from Worcester, and he knew these 2 young ladies living in an apartment, and we called them up and said, hey, you want to go to a game? And Jan and I had never met. Nancy and B.J. had dated a few times. So we came to the game, and that was 50 years ago today. And here we are. And Nancy said a good sign was at the end of the game, we were holding hands. So she said, I got a feeling this might work out. But, you know, a long time ago.
It certainly did work out here. And now 50 years later, back here at Fenway Park, celebrating that anniversary. What does that mean to you?
It's just thrilling because we've lived all over the country, and wherever we go, we try to go to Red Sox games. We follow them on Nesson. And we've had a tour of the park. We met some of the players tonight. It's probably one of my top 10 days of my life. It's just been fabulous.
All right, and what is the secret here to a happy marriage for the fans at home? What do you got?
Being a Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
The best answer I've ever heard. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and many, many more happy, healthy years to come. Don, back to you.
All right, Jay, thank you very much. It's a nice story, and they're having a nice night tonight here at Fenway. One out, one on as Jose Reyes 1 for 2 in the game. He singled in the 4th inning. Quick check at first, and Goins back to the bag. Number 9 man with a base hit here in the 5th inning. Reyes 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Was caught trying to steal in the 4th inning, gunned down by David Ross. Strike over the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
See Buchholz, he kind of creeps to the set position.
Meaning he doesn't come totally set, or he does?
Just sort of creeps to put his hands together real slow like that.
Well, this ticket brings you the pitching line for Clay Buchholz.
I remember watching Fernando Rodney. You never knew when he ever came set. I'm surprised they never called a balk on him.
In the dirt, blocked by Ross. No advance at first for Goins.
That last inning took it out of him.
5 3-ball counts tonight for Clay Buchholz. 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th inning. This takes ball 4 and heads down to first base. That is the first walk given up by Buchholz. Well, fans, there's no better way to watch the Red Sox on their quest to the postseason than by predicting every at-bat, every live game with MLB Preplay. Compete against friends, move up the leaderboard, and win prizes. Download free to iOS and Android by texting MLB to 33733 now. 2 on, 1 away. As Kawasaki is 0 for 2. He has popped out to John McDonald at second and lined out to John McDonald at second base. And takes a curveball for strike 1.
Finally breaks that curveball out again. He's gotten stung a few times tonight, a couple of weak hits, but you get tired. He comes out of his delivery a little bit. You want to get this out of the way before the playoffs.
I think he went after it, and he did. 0-2. Kawasaki's been up and down a number of times this year for the Blue Jays, from AAA to the majors. Slaps at the 0-2 and sends it foul down the left field line, out of play.
Seems like you could knock the bat out of this guy's hands. He's trying to slap it. Couldn't stand hitters like this, slapping the ball the other way.
Outside 1-2.
You see that changeup? He came way out of his delivery throwing that changeup. He never misses that bad with the changeup.
On the ground, foul, and another foul ball here. Listing some pitches is Minori Kawasaki. And a happy youngster down the right field line. Two back to the mound. Buchholz fires to second base. They get the out there and get the middleman and Reyes at second base. A force out that goes 1-6 as Kawasaki reaches at first base on the fielder's choice.
A little weak ground ball by Kawasaki. Buchholz pounces on it. It takes him a while. He doesn't want to throw that ball away. That's all there is one there. That ball was slugged back to the mound.
So first and third now, 2 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. Brad Laurie, the batter, you struck out swinging, reached on an infield hit in the 4th inning to get a 3-run inning started for the Blue Jays, all with 2 outs in the inning.
A little change up here. Much better one. He was hoping he's swinging there.
And picks up the outside corner that time on the fastball. 1-1. th pitch of the inning coming up here for Buchholz. A couple of long innings pitch count wise for Buchholz in the 4th and now in the 5th. Laurie sends one down the first baseline. Middlebrooks will flip over to Buchholz for the out that ends the inning. Halfway through this one with the Blue Jays on top 3-0. Red Sox as we head to the last half of the 5th inning. Red Sox with work to do as they feature 6, 7, and 8. There's a sharply hit ball to short, caught in the air by Jose Reyes. A little stumble in the end, but he makes the grab on the backhand for the first out here at the bottom of the 5th.
I thought it was a bullet for a second. A little change up, hit the end of the bat, a little soft liner.
Now one down in the 5th inning. It brings up Xander Bogaerts. He was 0 for 1 in the game. Grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning.
Well, you get this guy in rhythm, he'll wear out that outside corner.
For Bogaerts, his 11th start since being called up on the 19th of August. He's made 6 starts at shortstop tonight. Marks his 5th at third base. Rounds it to short. Jose Reyes. 2 down in the inning. Second time Bogaerts has grounded out to the Blue Jays shortstop. Now for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 donation this season. So 2 outs in the inning, and David Ross, the batter, he struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. One of 5 strikeouts for Mark Burley in the game tonight. This is our last night game from Fenway Park in the regular season on NESN. A one-day game tomorrow and the finale of the home slate for the Red Sox during the regular season. This one fouled off to the right, out of play. Nice grab. This is through the left side into left field. A base hit for David Ross. Well, Ross picks up the Red Sox 3rd hit of the game off Mark Burley. Boston will be looking for some 2-out magic of their own.
And Ross, he can use that hit. He hasn't been really getting a lot of chances to play, and he gets a fastball that he pulls in the hole. That'll help your personality.
Will it?
Well, winning the division helps everybody's personality last night.
2 down, David Ross, who has a good personality already. There's John McDonald, who takes a pitch for a strike. Struck out swinging in the 3rd inning.
Well, he cued that ball like it was a changeup. That was a fastball. I can't tell the difference sometimes.
Another 2-pitch, a little pop-up. And it's going to be caught by the catcher, and Sebia with Burley ready to make the catch himself. He's got all the gold gloves. We played 5, 3-0 Blue Jays. Expertise and solutions. For more info about this proud sponsor of the Boston Red Sox, visit fwf.com. And we head into the top half of the 6th inning back at Fenway. Blue Jays are blanking the Red Sox so far on top 3-0. Adam Lind, Moises Sierra, and Rajai Davis to face Clay Buchholz. Deals with strike one to begin the inning. Adam Lind grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Then he doubled, drive in the game's first run. Picked up his 64th RBI of the year.
Hit the hardest ball of the night. That ball sizzler over Victorino's head. Kind of misjudged it.
Down and in, 3-1. As Buchholz falls behind. He has walked only one through the first 5 innings. And struck out 2. It's not been a big strikeout night. In fact, the 2 strikeouts that Buchholz had both came in the 1st inning. Not had one since.
He looked great in the 1st inning, didn't he?
Yes.
And really hasn't looked all that sharp since.
Battles back as Lynn fouls it off. Full count.
See if he throws him another fastball. And with 3-1 fastball, he likes to do something with everything, but this is bad. He's throwing him several fastballs.
And fastball in, it looks like. And it's out over and sent a long way to center field. Victorino back, pedaling to the warning track to make the catch in front of the wall. Well, Lynn gives it a ride to deep center field, but he's the first out of the inning. We'll stay with NESN after our Sox coverage for NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. Catch up on everything you need to know from the day in sports, including the final preparations for the Patriots as they prepare to face the Bucs tomorrow in Foxborough. Bruins looking for payback against the Red Wings in Detroit. Full slate of exciting college football and a recap of tonight's game from here at Fenway. It's NESN Sports Today, immediately following our Sox coverage right here on NESN. Is on the ground to shortstop. Drew fires to first, and there are 2 outs in the 6th inning.
Here you're talking about a guy that's not throwing the ball that well. It's kind of harsh. Here he is in the 6th inning. 2 outs. He's given up 2 unearned runs. Really just 1 bad inning. A lot of pitches in that inning.
You know, he is an out away from a quality start, don't you?
Yes. But the bar is set so high with Buchholz, the way that he's pitched this year. Some of the outings that he's put together early on in the season were just pieces of art.
Rajai Davis takes strike 1 over the outside corner. Grounded back to the mound in the 2nd. Single. Driving a run in the 4th inning. Chokes up on the bat. And fouls it off down the first base line. He doesn't choke up just a little. He chokes up a lot.
Seems like he's hitting 500 off the Red Sox.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
And it's probably just a little over 300, I bet. It seems like more.
It's like Hunter Pence choking up right there. No 2-pitch in the dirt. Knocked down by Ross. We first got to see Rajai Davis with the Oakland A's. Pops it up foul, out of play, off to the right.
You would think this would be Buchholz's last inning, but 99 pitches here. Be shocked if he come out to pitch next inning.
Threw 74 pitches in his first outing back. Threw 91 in his last outing. And here is pitch number 100 of this outing for Clay Buchholz. Ball 2. Buchholz thought he had strike 3.
It might have caught the inside corner. First look, I thought it was inside.
Down low, full count. One he ever saw on the phone, nobody warming yet.
Somebody's got the 7th. That's all there is to it.
Buchholz at his average right now. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Rajay Davis. And it's ball 4 outside. And that's the second walk given up by Buchholz. This one comes with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Or hurry into Cumberland Farms and grab a delicious farmhouse blend iced coffee for just 99 cents for any size. That's right, just 99 cents, any size, anytime, only at Cumberland Farms.
Get into it.
There's Drake Britton warming in the pen. He'd been up a little bit earlier, back up again. Rajay Davis, good size lead at first, always a threat to go, held on by Middlebrooks. Started and stopped and does not steal as the pitch in there for a strike.
I'm shocked he didn't run. How about the other night? He stole second, stole third, consecutive pitches.
Guess he didn't like the jump he got on that first pitch. Ghost turns on this and hits it down the right field line, foul.
Ooh.
Not ahead of that, fortunately for Clay Buchholz.
It's nice to get away with something like that, a little loud foul ball.
Now Davis taking off and goes fouls it off. Pretty good jump that time for Davis with a foul ball off to the left.
Boy, he can get it. This guy can get it. 44 stolen bases. He's only got a little over 300 at bats. It's like a half a season with 44 bags.
Throw to first and almost threw over too high, but Middlebrooks able to reel it in as Davis back to the bag. The 0-2 pitch to Anthony Gose. Davis takes off again. They pitch out, and the throw is going to be in time to get him. Well, he guessed right, and Rajay Davis is thrown out at second base. 5.5 done, 3-0 Toronto. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, top of the Red Sox order, Stephen Drew sends it foul down the right field line, out of play. And Drew singling back in the 1st inning, flied out to the warning track in center field in the 3rd. And there for strike 2. Cleveland has a 4-0 advantage over Houston. They're in the 9th inning now in Cleveland. Tampa Bay winning again today 5-1 after the Rays won last night in 18 innings. This one will squirt through, but it's ball 1-1-2, so the Rays win again today.
Baltimore will go back to that game and look back at that 18-inning game, and that was their season, maybe.
Could be. This one grounded foul. Two balls, 2 strikes to Stephen Drew. We'll see Shane Victorino, then David Ortiz. Red Sox trailing by 3 runs.
He hasn't walked anybody tonight. This would be a good time for a walk. Something.
And Drew grounds it back up the middle into center field. A base hit. And Drew's 2nd hit of the night on to begin things here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox, and during the season they'll donate $500 to the pediatric trauma program at Boston's Children's Hospital for every home run hit by the Sox. To date, $83,500 has been donated. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. So lead runner on here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Shane Victorino. A sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning, single in the 4th inning, 1 for 2. Really wanted that. It's 2-0. That's where it was. Home plate umpire Manny Gonzalez let him know.
Yeah, he's got to have that.
And this is strike 2-1.
Trying to slow him down a little bit, Victorino.
Almost ducked into that pitch, and Victorino ahead 3-1. There's a strike call, full count. As Victorino is headed to first base, gets the bad news from Manny Gonzalez.
That pitch was called a ball earlier for being low, and I think it's a strike, but it's a low strike.
Same spot though.
Yeah, it's a ball.
Yeah, Victorino gets hit. And right now, out to argue is J.P. Arancibia that he didn't do anything to get out of the way of that, may have even ducked into it. John Gibbons will come out.
Everybody knows that he's been getting hit by a pitch like at the rate, unbelievable rate lately. This ball's fastball in. That ball's not that far in. You go up, and he's so on the plate, and he doesn't budge. He just doesn't get out of the way. And it gets around where they think that he's trying to put his shoulder into it. I don't think he did that time.
Well, John Gibbons pretty close to getting tossed from this game. Now is Larry bent over the crew chief.
I mean, there's times when Victorino does throw his elbow out there, his shoulder, but he didn't do that in this particular case.
And Shane hit for the 18th time this season.
He hit 15 times in his last 40 games.
Incredible.
2 on, nobody out, and David Ortiz, the batter, represents a tying run as he comes to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Ortiz takes strike 1. David flied out to center field in the 1st inning, struck out swinging in the 4th inning.
Boy, he just picks away.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Ortiz baffled tonight so far.
What an ugly cutter. This ball was out of the strike zone. Not a good pitch at all. So ugly he couldn't get to it. Little cutter, way up out of the zone, belt high.
Ortiz takes ball 2, 2-2. And Burley gives up a single to Stephen Drew to begin the inning. Shane Victorino hit by a pitch. 1st and 2nd for Boston here in the 6th inning. Red Sox trailing 3-0. Ortiz hits a fly ball to left center field. Anthony Ghost, the center fielder, calling and catching the first out of the 6th inning. Well, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Trust medicine that puts people first. Learn more at bidmc.org/human first. 2 on, 1 away, and Johnny Gomes coming up. He is 0 for 2 against Mark Burley in this game. He struck out swinging in the 1st inning, then struck out looking in the 4th inning. As the Jays have action for the first time tonight, Dustin McGowan, right-hander, warming in the pen.
Seems like it's been a while since Johnny's hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Comes with a swing and a miss. Had that in mind.
Once again, change up away, and he's pulling off, trying to go yard.
Down 0-2.
Back-to-back change-ups. Question is, will he throw him another one?
Would you?
Yeah, why not? And miss down and away. Miss for a ball.
This one bounces in the dirt. Did try the changeup again. Mark Burley is a fastball, cutter, a curveball, slider, and a changeup.
Anything else?
He's got it all.
He didn't get a knuckleball. That's about it.
Up and away. Gomes not chasing, and it evens at 2-2. Aaron Sebia going to head out and talk to Burley. Right now, Ace Ticket has your 2013 Red Sox playoff tickets. Ace Ticket also has your seats to all New England Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics regular season games. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS now. 1 out, 2 on here for the Red Sox. Bottom of the 6th inning. Blue Jays on top 3-0. As Johnny Gomes bats here with a count of 2-2. And Gomes hits it down the line at third, a fair ball, picks off the boxes. As Drew is being waved around, he will score. Throw to second base, and Gomes will stay at first. Red Sox are on the board. It's now 3-1 Toronto.
Well, Johnny said one too many changeups. He had a good look at this one. He left it up a little bit. See, this ball's left up. He yanks this ball down the line past the diving Lowry down the line. And you see Drew's going to score easy on this. You wish it would have went down in the corner a little farther because he would have got a double out of it, but he held Gomes to a single. But Victorino goes to third and Drew scores.
So the Red Sox played their first run of the night. First and third with 1 out for Daniel Nava. He is 0 for 2. He's fly to right, reached on a fielder's choice. Blue Jays infield a double play depth as Nava takes the ball low. Grounds one towards short. Reyes to second for 1, on to first for 2. There goes 6-4-3 on the twin killing that ends the 6th inning. Red Sox get a run. It's 3-1 Toronto. It's a game. Download the Bruins schedule directly into your desktop, web, or mobile calendar program at NESN.com/schedule. It's on to the top half of the 7th inning. 3-1. Blue Jays have the lead. This call to the bullpen on NESN is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. And the pitcher is Drake Britton into the game. After 6 innings tonight from Clay Buchholz, Britton into his 17th game of the year, 1-1, 3.60 earned run average. 20 innings, 16 strikeouts to 7 walks, and opponents hitting at .268 against Britain. He will deal with 7, 8, and 9 for the Blue Jays here in the 7th inning. Anthony Gose, J.P. Arancibia, and Ryan Goins. There's strike one over the inside corner.
Seems like we haven't seen Britton in a month. Hasn't been that long, but he hasn't been out there.
Last Thursday at Tampa. Long time.
Right. That is a long time.
Twelve of his 16 appearances for the Red Sox have been scoreless, including 9 of 10 right here at Fenway Park. He didn't give up a run in his first 10 1/3 in his major league career. He's made his major league debut on July 20th. Those are the breaking ball. That's in there for strike 2. Maybe the youngest Red Sox fan here tonight. Swinging a foul off Ross. Still 1-2.
Britton's got a great arm. Ball coming out of his hand, 95, with a good breaking ball. He found his way to the big leagues in a hurry. He and Workman this year.
In the season at Double-A Portland in the Eastern League, and then moved up to the Paw Sox. Is on the ground and into left field. Ball gets by Bogaerts, and Anthony Gose onto the leadoff single to begin the top half of the 7th inning. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Sox home game. Dunkin' hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Tonight we welcome the Braintree Community Youth Center from Braintree, Mass. to historic Fenway Park. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community. Anthony Gose at first base with nobody out here in the 7th inning, and brings up J.P. Arancibia. He's 0 for 2, grounding to short twice in this game. Snap throw to first, and back to the bag is Gose.
Arancibia scares me. I know he's only hitting what, a $194, but he just scares me. He swings so hard. You don't want him to run into anything.
Does have 20 home runs on the year.
Boy, you hit his bat, he can hit it a long ways.
It's a fly ball to right field. Daniel Nava makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. Send it down to Jenny.
Well, Don, with the postseason coming up, the Red Sox move Ryan Dempster to the bullpen, a position he hasn't seen himself in since 2007, but he does have 225 innings of experience, including 87 saves. Manager John Farrell said that he's looking forward to this opportunity, and he handled it like a professional, and even noted that in games in which he started, you see his stuff in the first and second inning as being extremely crisp, Don.
All right, Jenny, and on cue, guess who's up in the bullpen right now?
Yeah, it's good to get him out there for a couple of times. I mean, it's going to take something to get used to warming up more than anything else. But it's funny when they go right down to, well, his first 2 innings, he's got better velocity. So
right.
well, I guess that's going to be good when he goes to the bullpen. I don't really quite get that. And I know he's had experience more than anything else. The experience helps him.
Is that going to translate into 95, 96 miles an hour?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't translate to me.
Guess we may have a chance to find out.
That's why he needs to get out there a couple of times. I mean, you go from taking your time warming up for a long time. He's been starting for quite some time now.
First inning has been his best inning all year as a starter. 2.17 earned run average in the first.
But you wonder where they're going to go. You see Britton on the mound tonight. What's this bullpen going to look like in the playoffs?
There are some real question marks.
Right. You know, we can go 1, 2, 3 right now.
Another throw to first, and back to the bag again is Ghost.
Tazawa had a bad night last night.
Yes.
It's amazing. We could talk about the home run he gave up to Lynn. What is it, 6 home runs against the same club? He's pitched so well. You take that club away from him, he probably had a tremendous year.
Blue Jays have had his number. There's a strike, 1-1.
But you think about it, Uehara, Tazawa, and Breslow, those 3 right there, and who's from there on, we're going to find out.
Knocked down by Ross, and I guess with the games remaining, kind of a dress rehearsal here for the postseason as to who fits where.
Then you're going to see Lackey probably come out of the bullpen, not because he's going to be in the bullpen, but he needs to get some work in before his start.
Right.
Because I think he's got 8 days in between starts, something like that. So Farrell had said you'll probably see Lackey pitch an inning out of the bullpen in Colorado just to stay sharp.
One to Goins. Runner goes. Goins swings and misses. The throw is a good one, and he is out again. Oh, what a night for David Ross. That's the 3rd base runner he has thrown out trying to steal in this game.
Now he is a star tonight behind the plate. You're talking about 3 guys being thrown out. Nice pick by Drew, getting raised the first time, and then you see this guy, he can fly, and they get Davis. Now goes right on a dime, he throws him out.
So that's 13 he has thrown out this season, and 3 tonight, as that'll be strike 3. A good ending as it turns out to the top of the 7th inning for Drake Britton. It's 3-1 Blue Jays. Need to know from the day in sports. To be tuned in for NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank tonight following our Sox coverage. It's kind of like a Dr. Seuss thing, I think, but a little different twist. A couple of beverages out there on the,
I guess so.
Monster. Plenty on reserve.
A lot of oil right there.
To the bottom of the 7th inning. Will Middlebrooks, Xander Bogaerts, and David Ross. Middlebrooks 0 for 2 tonight, getting the start at first base. New pitcher for the Blue Jays as McGowan gets a first pitch strike in there. After 6 innings tonight from Burley, Dustin McGowan makes his 23rd appearance. 2.42 earned run average. 21 Ks to 12 walks. Opponents hitting at 205 against McGowan. And strike 2 to Middlebrooks.
McGowan had a great arm a few years ago. He's been hurt for a long time. They've been waiting for him. They thought he was going to be a stud, but he just keeps getting hurt.
Kind of yanks that down and away. The Eastern Mass Lexus Steelers bringing the pitching line for Mark Burley tonight. 6 innings, 5 hits, just the 1 run. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 5 through 98 pitches. And with the 6 innings tonight, he goes over 200 innings for the 13th time in his career.
That was vintage. I know he didn't go put 6 innings, but that was vintage Burley.
Well, Middlebrooks strikes out on a slider down and away. So 1 down here in the 7th inning.
See, Middlebrooks chases this breaking ball down and away. Middlebrooks had some good at bats a couple of nights ago. Hit the ball to right field. Hasn't looked good lately.
0 for 3 tonight so far. He's the first out of the 7th inning. And here is Xander Bogaerts. He's done the same thing twice. Ground out to the shortstop Jose Reyes. We were talking about the Blue Jays bullpen last night. It's not bad at all.
No, not at all. You see Jansen at the end. He's only blown a couple of saves for them. They had a guy in the All-Star game. Remember, Delabar was in the All-Star game along with Cecil, but he's hurt. Brett Cecil had a nice year for them from the left-hand side.
Is chopped to third, and Laurie couldn't get it. Waved at it, trying to get a piece. Bogaerts headed for second base, and he'll get there.
Ball hit sharply, but it's got to be an error on Lowry. Like you said, Don, he's going to wave at this thing. A 2-hopper. The second hop just ate him alive. Nowhere to go. I think it's a ground ball, easy out. Next thing you know, Bogaerts is on second base. It's like a 2-base error.
It is indeed a 2-base error. Charged to Laurie at third base. Now David Ross, who got a base hit to left field his last time up, 1 for 2 in the game. And he'll take strike 1.
95 with a little cut on it.
The Red Sox could not do much tonight against Mark Burley. Trying to get to Dustin McGowan. Boston trailing here by 2 runs as they bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's 0-2. Another one.
I'll tell you what, the way that Ross throws guys out, though, wouldn't you like to have him in the game all the time? You could not run on him. Obviously, he's not going to be catching. Salty is, but he'll be catching one of these games in the playoffs. I don't know who it's going to be, but
this one gets yanked to the backstop, and to third base goes Bogaerts. So a few of those from McGowan just kind of uncorked.
Yeah, this ball is hard to handle. I can't get on Aaron Sevilla for this one. I think he just yanks this breaking ball way outside. Nobody's going to block that.
One ball, 2 strikes. Bogaerts 90 feet away now. Ross thought about it. Did he go? No. Says Eric Cooper, first base umpire, and it's 2-2.
Little ground ball will score a run. Just a little contact.
Outside for ball 3, full count.
You got to give him credit for laying off some of those pitches.
Dustin Pedroia has come out on deck to bat for John McDonald here in the 7th inning. Swing a foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. 3-2. 95. That pitch was up.
Hanging in there, Ross.
Ross, it's a ground ball to shortstop. Reyes will go to first, and it's a 1-run game. In from third comes Xander Bogaerts, and it's now 3-2 Toronto. Ross picks up an RBI.
It's not a big deal, ground ball, but to me that was a great at bat by Ross, laying off of all those balls away, fastballs, breaking balls, fouled off that fastball up, and finally got something that he can put the bat on.
Well, Dustin Pedroia introduced as a pinch hitter here for John McDonald. With 2 outs and the bases empty here in the 7th inning. In there for strike 1. First time Pedroia's been used as a pinch hitter this season. He's still played in every game but one this season now. As he checks in here in the 7th inning as a pinch hitter. 5 for 8 in his career. And a swing and a miss. Chases that slider down and away. 0-2.
See, Dustin swings at this. He's surprised Ross didn't swing at a couple of them.
Ten-game hitting streak for Pedroia coming in as he pinch hits here in the 7th. And a foul off to the right. Red Sox getting a run in the 6th. The run so far here in the 7th to draw closer to the Blue Jays. And a 3-0 lead. It's now 3-2. Two and 2. Top of the Red Sox order, Stephen Drew waiting on deck.
Everything away from McGowan.
And Pedroia strikes out. To end things in the 7th, the Red Sox get a run. It's 3-2 Toronto at the end of 7.
10-time free odds on select craps games. New England's hottest dice game. For details, visit foxwoods.com.
Back at Fenway, 3-2. Blue Jays have a lead over the Red Sox. We head to the top half of the 8th inning. Red Sox to bring on their third pitcher of the night, as they bring in Ryan Dempster. His 30th appearance, first relief appearance of the year for Dempster. 8-9 with a 4.64 earned run average, 156 strikeouts, 78 walks this year. And it's sitting at 255 against Dempster, as he will spend the remainder of the year in the bullpen for Boston.
When did we see him last? Was it Tuesday against Baltimore? Today is Saturday. This is like, yeah, I think it was Tuesday, the first game of the series. It's got to be strange for Dempster. It's been a while since he's been called on out of the bullpen. Saved a bunch of games for the Cubs back, what, 2005, 6?
He's made 189 starts since last pitching in relief back in 2007, when he had the 28 saves with the Cubs that year. As a reliever, a 4.11 earned run average in his career as a reliever. He's second on the team in starts with 29. Or hitting to the pen.
Well, it's not necessarily about throwing hard. It's about throwing strikes, quality strikes out of the bullpen.
Jose Reyes leading it off, down on the count 0-2. This one fouled back, still 1-2. And this will be interesting to see how this works out for Dempster, and whether this works so much that he ends up in the bullpen as part of the Red Sox postseason roster.
Yeah, it's really not a bad thing. I mean, this is a guy that you know that's not going to be scared when he takes the mound, regardless what role it's in. I mean, you think, you know, does he have good enough control? Because for the most part, when he's starting, he tries to throw a lot of balls. He wants you to swing at a ball. It's a little different approach when you're out of the bullpen.
2-2 is in the air to center field, sending Shane Victorino back towards the warning track to make the catch. It's time for a Toyota game break. Here's Tom Caron. All right, Tom, thanks very much. As you take a look at that situation, Texas has a 3-0 lead tonight over Kansas City in the 9th inning in Kansas City, as the Rangers try to battle back into that wild card scenario again.
Yeah, what happened to the Orioles? They're not even on that list.
Back-to-back losses will do that.
That's what'll do it.
Here is Muneri Kawasaki, who takes strike one.
Boy, Reyes gave that ball a ride. Victorino looked like he's having trouble catching ball, backpedaling. He's not used to playing center field almost.
Showing bunt and taking ball 2-1.
But it sounds like Ellsbury's moving along, running, throwing, hitting. I have a feeling he's coming back. I mean, we're going to see him at least by Baltimore, not Colorado, but he's going to be in one of those Baltimore games.
In there for strike 2, 2-2. Question is, how many games will he be able to play in before the playoffs?
Well, they'll be in those 4 days that they have off. They'll be doing stuff too, trying to keep everybody sharp.
2-2 off the glove of Dempster. Now Pedroia charges, throws, and it's late. No, it's not. He got him. Wow. Looked like Kawasaki was going to be safe at first look, and the umpire at first, Cooper, rings him up. Kawasaki fired his helmet down. And John Gibbons out to argue this. Let's get another look.
Kawasaki wanted to hit so bad, that's why he snapped a little bit. He thought he was going to be safe. He anticipated being safe. And when he got the opposite call, he fired his helmet down. You see this ball glances off the glove of Dempster, and Pedroia's got to hurry with this. First look, he looks safe. Kawasaki thought he was safe.
Because he may have been.
He may have been.
It's closer than I thought, though.
Didn't really fire his hat off.
No.
He sort of took it off. It's not sort of a, it's kind of a subtle slam.
So 1-4-3 on the put out at first base. Two down here in the top half of the 8th inning. Brett Lawrie, the batter, and singled in the 4th inning. A 1-4-3 night. Lawrie tried to hold up, but he offers, and it's a ball and a strike. Look out on a pitch inside that kind of got away. So far the velocity's been about the same, I would say, for Dempster.
There's no ticks. It didn't tick up at all.
Clay Buchholz tonight going 6 innings on the hook as he departed after giving 3 runs up. Came in at 11-0 individually. Drake Britton went an inning. And now Ryan Dempster in his first relief appearance since 2007. As this one is popped up foul off to the right, out of play. I'll remind you to visit the official online shop of the Red Sox at redsox.com. The largest selection of authentic postseason caps, t-shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, and more. Get your gear straight from the source. redsox.com/shop. 2 outs here in the 8th. 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle and into center field. A 2-out single for Brett Lawrie and his 2nd hit of the night. So 2 down, Lawrie at first base, and Adam Lynn coming up. And an RBI double back in the 4th inning, a 1-for-3 night.
Hit a ball back to the track last time up too that he just missed.
And a pitch outside for ball 1. Red Sox shifting on the right side of the infield. And leaves Xander Bogaerts on the left side, as in short right is Dustin Pedroia. This game summary is brought to you by Xfinity from Comcast. Numbers for Burley tonight, who left with the lead after 6 innings. Lind, who bats now 1-for-3 with an RBI double. Blue Jays getting all 3 of their runs in the 4th inning. Red Sox single runs in the 6th and 7th. And Clay Buchholz on the hook right now, as he went 6 innings, giving up the 3 runs. 1-1 is up and away. Fouled back and out of play.
Ross has thrown out 3 runners tonight, looking for number 4 if Lowry takes a chance.
So Reyes, Davis, and Gose. In the dirt, blocked by Ross. No advance to first base for Laurie. 2 down in the inning, and he remains at first base.
Not tempting enough for Lynn to swing at. Bounces way before the plate. Split finger.
Runner goes on the 3-2, and that's ball 4 as Lind heads down to first base. All of a sudden, the Blue Jays have runners at first and second with 2 down here against Dempster. We'll stay with us and after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. TC and Hall of Famer Jim Rice will break down the game and bring you clubhouse reaction. WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Can't go wrong when you buy right. WB Mason. 2 down here in the 8th, and 2 on as Moises Sierra is 1 for 3 in the game as he singled back in the 4th inning. Came around to score the Jays' 3rd run of the night.
But Dempster used to pitching out of trouble, that's for sure.
Fly ball down the right field line. Middlebrooks headed over, and he won't have a play. In there for strike 2, 0-2. And Dempster's made 189 starts in between relief appearances. 2007, the last time that he had pitched in relief, and here he is tonight pitching in the 8th. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Sierra. They leave 2 to the Blue Jays, 3-2 Jays. Satisfy your sweet tooth or a healthy snack to keep you in playing shape. W.B. Mason's new expanded selection of food and beverages has all the bases covered. Who but W.B. Mason? And Ryan Dempster getting out of that jam as he strikes out Sierra to end the inning.
Well, he needed this strikeout big time. Finishes him off with a slider. Started him off with a slider, finished him off with a slider.
Last whiff brought to you by Head and Shoulders. Well, new pitcher for the Blue Jays, Sergio Santos, into the game for the Jays. Their third pitcher of the night. His 26th appearance, 0-1 with a 1.71 earned run average. Stephen Drew leads it off for Boston. It's been a two-hit night for the Red Sox shortstop, who takes strike one. Most of the hits singles tonight for Drew, and both into center field. There's strike two. And Dustin McGowan went an inning, giving up a run. It was unearned. Red Sox have action in their pen. Left-hander Matt Thornton is up. Drew hits a fly ball out to left center field, but Sierra onto the track to make the catch for the first out of the 8th inning. Send it down to Jenny.
Well, Don, we just want to remind fans at home to vote in our AT&T text poll question of the night. We're asking them which pitcher they've been most surprised by this season so far for the Red Sox. So text those votes. Keep them coming in, 536-536. Right now, we actually have a battle going on between Koji and John Lackey. Don.
All right, Jay, thank you very much. I would have to say my pick would be Koji Uehara.
Yes. Close second with Lackey. See him sitting next to Miller. Haven't seen him for a while.
One down here in the 8th inning for Shane Victorino. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Victorino had a sacrifice bunt in the first, single in the 4th inning, and was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. Almost got hit again.
Almost leaned his arm into a little breaking ball. You don't even want to attempt to throw a ball inside to Victorino. You see a breaking ball, doesn't really break. He could have got hit easy right there.
There's a strike, 1-2. Victorino didn't think so as he looks back to Manny Gonzalez.
A couple good arms coming out of the bullpen. McGowan last inning, and you see Santos.
Santos only surrendered runs in 3 of his 25 games this year. His last 11 innings and 15 appearances have been scoreless. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Victorino. 2 down in the 8th.
Boy, this is filthy. This breaking ball. I mean, I'll see it. That ball's tight.
Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Amica Pitch Zone. As Aaron Seavey out to talk to Santos. At one point, it was thought that Santos would be the Blue Jays closer.
Then he got hurt. The guy used to be a position player that turned into a pitcher. Santos had a good year with the White Sox a couple years back.
And 2 down here in the 8th, and David Ortiz, the batter. Big Papi 0 for 3 in the game. He's flied out to center, struck out swinging, and flied out to center again. All of that was against Mark Burley in 6 innings, who was pretty tough on David Ortiz tonight. Ortiz grounds right side into the shift. And then the throw to first by Laurie gets Ortiz. 1-2-3-8 for Santos. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. West Airlines, Kia of New England, Subaru, and by Sullivan Tire and Auto Centers. Ninth inning back at Fenway Park, 3-2. Blue Jays have the lead as Red Sox changing pitchers again. Their fourth pitcher of the night. Matt Thornton into the game for Boston. Bob's Discount Furniture is going to bat for the Jimmy Fund once again. Bob will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund for every game saved this season for quality, choice, and value. Nobody beats Bob. Visit mybobs.com to learn more. Thornton's 58th appearance of the year between Boston and Chicago. 0-4 with a 3.48 earned run average. Opponent sitting at .285 against Thornton. Takes over for Dempster, win an inning, giving up a hit and a walk. He struck out a batter, did not allow a run. And it's Rajay Davis who leads it off here in the ninth inning. And Thornton throwing a scoreless seventh inning back on the 15th against the Yankees. So 6 days in between outings for Thornton.
We're going to get a chance to see everybody at some point. Try to keep everybody on time. Somehow it's going to be hard to do. Those 2 days off.
Red Sox right now trying to get some work for, as you mentioned, everybody tonight. We've seen Britton, Dempster, and Thornton out of the bullpen for Buchholz. And the Red Sox have more action in the bullpen.
You're trying to win games and get everybody some action.
Red Sox have 12 relievers now in the bullpen. 3-1 pitch is ball 4, and that's not good. A leadoff walk for Rajay Davis as he heads down to first. Now the last guy you want to put on to begin an inning. Now, one of the quiet ways the Red Sox Foundation contributes to Boston is by supporting the Dimmick Center in Roxbury. Thank friends such as H.B. Hood who help make the Dimmick Center a beneficiary of the Red Sox Foundation. We saw Ruby De La Rosa warming in the pen. Leadoff walk here for Rajay Davis at first base. He's trying to obtain some insurance here as Anthony Ghost bunts it down the third baseline. Bogarts will go to first base, and the sacrifice is complete. Rajay Davis takes second base.
It's a big run there for Toronto. It's a perfect time for a sacrifice. Doesn't get much better than that. Everybody rushes to third base. Nobody covering.
Well, now Rajai Davis at second base, and here's J.P. Arancibia. That is strike one to Arancibia, who is 0 for 3 in the game tonight. He has grounded out twice and flied out to right.
Pedroia playing back up to middle. It's going to be hard for Davis to get a pretty big lead.
Called a strike. And as Arancibia is stunned as he looks back at Manny Gonzalez.
Well, Ross, he stood up to catch this ball, kind of blocked the view of Gonzalez. See him get up real quick, reach down. Gonzalez just guessing at that.
May have guessed right. Bluff off the backside. Rajai Davis back to the bag at second. Gains his walking lead again. And a liner foul. Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth inning will be expecting Johnny Gomes, Daniel Nava, and Will Middlebrooks to bat in the inning. And the closer for the Blue Jays, Casey Jansen, up in the pen. Jansen with 32 saves on the year for Toronto. The 0-2 pitch. We'll have to wait again. Thornton off the backside. Pedroia's kind of been standing right on the bag at second. On the ground, foul over by the Blue Jays dugout.
Like we said last night, when he tried to steal third base, which he did, it just bothers the hitter. Hitter's trying to concentrate. Don't know what he's doing out there at second base.
Oh, 2 the count to Arancibia. Rajai Davis does not go anywhere as the pitch misses outside. And David Ross, who has thrown out 3 would-be base stealers tonight, is the first time a Red Sox catcher has thrown 3 runners out in a game since Scott Hatteberg back in 1998.
Ooh.
One-two pitch. In the air to left field, struck well. Back goes Gomes, looking up, and it's going to be high off the wall. Around from second base comes Rajai Davis. Throw to second is good, and then they throw to first, but Arancibia is back to the bag. A wall ball single that gives the Blue Jays a bit of a pat. On top now, 4-2.
Once again, Arancibia doing damage to the Red Sox. Hitting nothing on the season, not hitting much off the Red Sox either, but when he does, I'm just glad this ball's not out of the ballpark. When that swing of the bat, I thought the ball was in the seats, but 3/4 of the way up. He can't go to second base on this because Victorino gets it in. But Davis can score easy.
So 1 out, a runner at first base, and here is Ryan Goins. Goins 1 for 3 as he singled in the 5th inning. That snaps an 0 for 27 for Aaron Sebia. He's been just 2 for his last 45. Whew.
Well, they keep running him out there too. I mean, he's just.
Oh-2 to Goins. Yeah, whoa, he was headed back to the dugout.
He thought he was out. This ball's on the corner. When the hitter knows he's out, see him take a step.
Maybe I'm not out.
Showing up the umpire when you didn't strike out.
Well, that's a number down the third baseline foul. This will remain 1-2. Covidien, delivering innovative healthcare products across the globe, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation. Action in the Blue Jays pen is now Steve Delabar is up. We were talking about Delabar earlier, an all-star representative for the Blue Jays this season. Pitch outside. Wonder what changed with Jansen.
I don't know, because there's obviously still a save out there.
He's still hanging around.
Yeah, he's all right. The other guy's probably just getting some work in too, just in case.
Grounder that Thornton's got. He will run to the bag himself and tag it for the second out of the inning. And taking second base is Aaron Sebia with now 2 outs in the top of the 9th.
There's a little weak ground ball back to Thornton. You don't see one unassisted very often in a game. There it is.
So 2 outs, Aaron Sebia at second base, and Jose Reyes the batter. A 1 for 3 night, single and a walk tonight for Reyes in the top spot for the Blue Jays. Strike over the inside corner. Clay Buchholz tonight with the first 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. Drake Burton went an inning, not allowing any runs. Ryan Dempster went an inning, not giving up a run. Swinging a foul this time off David Ross. 1-2.
Matt Thornton, he features a lot of fastballs. See this ball down and away, and Reyes gets a piece.
Ball 3, full count. And Reyes will take the walk down to first base. Second walk of the inning given up by Thornton, and here comes John Farrell. As the Blue Jays have 2 on and 2 outs. And it looks like Ruby De La Rosa will be coming into this game. 4-2, Blue Jays had the lead. They had a run. Pitching change from Fenway. Eastern Bank, whether you're at home or away, Eastern Bank puts you first with mobile banking. Pay bills, check balances, transfer money, even deposit checks, all from your phone. Eastern Bank, here you're first. Now back at Fenway, Blue Jays have a 4-2 lead with 2 outs here in the top half of the 9th inning. Jays have added a run to their total in this inning and looking for more as the Red Sox bring on their 5th pitcher of the night, Ruby De La Rosa, into his 9th game of the year. 0-1 with a 5.79 earned run average. 6 strikeouts to 1 walk. Opponent sitting at 325 against De La Rosa. And Mark DeRosa stands in here to bat for the first time tonight. Yunori Kawasaki had been ejected from the game after he was called out at first base in the 8th and slammed his helmet down. He was run from the game by Eric Cooper. And a swing and a miss for DeRosa.
De La Rosa starts him off with a changeup. Everybody's looking for 95. He throws him to Cambio.
And took his first loss of the year back on the 12th of September at Tampa Bay. And there for strike 2.
Back-to-back changeups.
There's the hard fastball, 96 miles an hour, but he misses with it. 1-2. Texas ended up winning their game tonight against Kansas City 3-1. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Mark DeRosa.
So right now it's Texas, Tampa, Cleveland fighting it out.
Right.
For 2 spots.
Cleveland winning 4-0 over Houston, and Tampa Bay winning 5-1 over Baltimore today. Low for ball 3, full count. Runners can get a start now with 2 down in the inning.
Ugly inning. Back and forth, balls here and there. Thornton wasn't sharp at all.
Now DeRosa grounds one to second base. Pedroia's got it on to first for the out that ends the top of the 9th inning. Johnny Gomes will lead it off for the Red Sox, who trail by 2. For the ninth inning, no home runs have been hit tonight by the Red Sox, giving their season total at 167 with Hess and Hess Express donating $500 to the pediatric trauma program at Boston's Children's Hospital for every Sox home run. Donation now stands at $83,500. Our thanks to Hess and Hess Express, committed to helping the cause. And Johnny Gomes takes a look at strike one from the closer for the Blue Jays, Casey Jansen, into his 55th game, 32 out of 34 in save opportunities on the year. Opponents hitting at 204 against Jansen. Foul off to the right, and it's 0-2.
Not a guy that throws the ball 95 miles an hour, but he moves the ball around. He's got good control, good little breaking ball.
He's converted 20 of his last 21 saves with a 0.89 earned run average. 2 earned runs in 20 1/3. Gomes stays alive as he fouls it off to the right. Dating back to last year, he is now 38 out of his last 40 in save opportunities. There is strike three. Johnny Gomes doesn't like it, takes a long walk. He is out number 1 of the ninth.
A perfect example of what Jansen features. What he features is paint to Gomes for the first out. This fastball on the outside corner. Perfect pitch. Not exactly brought, only 90 miles an hour, but educated.
So one down here in the ninth, and Daniel Nava, the batter. Nava 0 for 3 in the game. He just fly to right, reached on a fielder's choice, and bounced into a 6-4-3 double play.
See Oakland winning tonight big, and Detroit came back. They were losing big to the White Sox. It's a tie game in the ninth.
And don't forget, Ness's post-game coverage of the Sox begins right after the game. WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. TC and Jim will break down the highlights. Jenny will bring you a reaction from the clubhouse. WB Mason Extra Innings Live. You can't go wrong when you buy right. WB Mason. Here's an 0-1 pitch. That's inside, 1-1.
Boy, he's chomping at the bit. Jansen wants to throw it.
Strike two, 1-2. Blue Jays pitching is now retired 6 Red Sox in a row. Nava's had no success with Jansen in the past. Will Middlebrooks waiting on deck with 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth inning. In the air to shallow left. Deep was Sierra, but he'll get in to make the catch. 2 down. So 2 outs here in the ninth inning, and that brings up Will Middlebrooks, who's had a tough night. 0 for 3. Lined out to left, lined out to short, and struck out swinging. He takes strike 1.
Jansen makes you swing the bat is what he does.
Swinging a foul tip, and it's 0-2. Tomorrow will be Felix Doubront against R.A. Dickey in the finale of this 3-game series. The 0-2 pitch. One ball, 2 strikes to Middlebrooks. Xander Bogaerts waiting on deck, hoping he'll get a chance here in the ninth. Swing and a miss. Middlebrook strikes out, and the Blue Jays take game 2 of the series. As Jansen has a 1-2-3 ninth inning and picks up his 33rd save of the year. Now the Red Sox drop this game tonight. Tom Caron to the Blue Jays, 4-2 the final.